Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be breaking down the brand new trailer, screenshots, and artwork for the Criminal Enterprises DLC update coming to GTA Online in just a few short days on July 26th. So Rockstar gave us a lot to talk about, including a minute-long trailer, and I want to break it down right now. So let's actually begin with the first scene as we actually see a brand new helicopter flying into the frame. This is kind of cool. It's been a while since Rockstar have given us more air vehicles, so it'll be nice to see. This one does not look like it's weaponized. It kind of looks like it's going to be more on the luxurious side. It also looks like it's a helicopter that's going to seat at least 4, possibly even more. As you can see, those doors are actually sliding open on the right-hand side as it flies into the city. Again, getting another shot of the sun sort of setting over Los Santos. Then we get our next shot right here, which is taking place at the car wash, sort of in downtown Los Santos near Strawberry. And in this scene, we actually get a handful of details here, including the first look at one of the new cars that's going to be arriving. Now, we actually saw this car featured on one of the in-game screenshots too. If I was a betting man, it looks like this is going to be one of the Amani Tech cars. The one in the screenshot looks like it's a little bit more heavily modified than the one that we're seeing here in the trailer, but this is the same car. In a separate video, we're going to go even more in depth on the new cars and vehicles that are going to be added in this update. But this is a new car right here. It looks like it has a ton of customization on it. It wouldn't be shocked, again, if this is either an Amani Tech or a Benny car. Speaking of a Benny car, you guys see that white vehicle that's sort of in the background. This is Rockstar adding new and deeper customization to several of the original vehicles from the game. So this one looks like it's actually a take on the Sentinel Classic. It actually looks like it has a wide body modification on there. And it also has a different livery that can't be normally applied on there, as well as Benny rims. So those are just some of the things that I've noticed here. It looks like the Sentinel Classic looks like it might be getting the Benny treatment, which is really cool. So that's our first shot right there. Our next shot, I don't necessarily think shows off anything new, really just sort of setting the scene of the theme of the update, which is about how gas prices are really high, that retail supply chains are in turmoil, there's a ferocious heat wave, all things that are happening right now in real life. Rockstar's kind of nailed it as far as how accurate they've been able to get this DLC. But that just sort of sets up the scene, and then our logo flashes on the screen. Very similar to the Finance and Felony logo, which is sort of the vibe I think we're getting here. After that, it shows off a couple of scenes from our nightclub. I don't think anything new is honestly revealed here, but you guys can see that we've got Dixon at the nightclub. We've got our character walking in. Nothing new going on there, but it does transition to something brand new, and that is going to be a car dealership. That's right. This is a luxury auto on Portola car dealership. This is going to be so cool. And it looks like it actually shows off 2 vehicles that are in the window. I feel like there's going to be more cars that you're going to be able to get here. One of them is this modified Turismo R. I think that the Turismo R is going to be getting new upgrades and new customization because I see a spoiler on there that's different. I also see a new livery that is different on this shot. And then it also transitions to another brand new Obey vehicle. This one is featured several times in the screenshots. This one is featured several times throughout the trailer and in the screenshots. But just staying with the car dealership right here, this is so cool. And Rockstar actually talked about this on the Newswire. They said, new showroom floors where players can test drive or simply purchase a range of new vehicles on the spot. So it might be limited, and it might be a way that you can test drive some of those cars, sort of functioning similarly to the Los Santos car meet, how you can test drive some of those. So that's really cool. This takes place right across the street from Record A Studios. I wonder if you'll have to be like a member of this car dealership, or if you'll just be able to walk up to it and pretty much purchase the vehicles that you see on display. But anyways, let's move on. We get to see this new Class A vehicle moving up right here as well. This thing is massive. It looks like it is an insanely crazy off-road car. It also makes you wonder if this thing is armored too. Now, I also tried to take a peek at the vehicle in the back to see if that was new, but it's on the screen for only so long, so I really couldn't tell. It then transitions to our next scene. This is in our nightclub of us actually throwing out a patron that looks like they were unruly. And Rockstar actually described this as being able to eject troublemakers. This will allow you to get a little bit of extra money and possibly increase your popularity too. So that's pretty cool that we actually got to see that happening. The next part of the trailer seems to go through our various businesses that Rockstar are going to be expanding upon. And I guess we're going to be starting with the executive branch here as we're looking up at Maze Bank Tower. Our characters sitting around the round table. And I think this first shot right here of the cargo thing being lifted down is what we're looking at as a part of our new sourcing missions and the new additions that they've made to executives. Remember that we're going to be able to source additional special cargo with the help of Lupe. There's also going to be a new side gig where we're going to have to deliver it to the docks. That kind of looks like what we're looking at right here. And 2 new sources of special cargo will be added to the mix of source missions. And that's what I think we're seeing right here with this underwater container that we're planting the bomb on and then driving away in the ships with the buzzards chasing us. That to me feels like a sourcing mission, that's for sure. And it looks like it continues on to land too, as this next shot right here looks like it has us escorting this truck. And we actually get a first peek at a brand new Obey vehicle too. Looks like this is actually a brand new Audi R8, which is already interesting because we already have an R8 in the game. But it looks like this is going to be a new version of that. You can see it says either 9F or 10F on there. And the green car in the front, this is also our new vehicle. This is a new Pegassi supercar. We actually get the name of this in the artwork a little bit later on. We'll take a look at that in a second. But we also get this exact same shot from the front where we see the brand new Pegassi supercar and the brand new Obey supercar. Again, it looks like they're transporting something. This is a source mission or whatnot. As you can see, the helicopters, again, chasing them in the background. Now, after that, it transitions us to our bikers. We're getting more improvements to that. This also looks like it's in addition to the sourcing missions, as we're a big group of bikers here chasing a train. We can also see one of our characters walking through the MC Clubhouse. I would imagine this is to show off just what Rockstar told us about on the newswire, that the bikers are going to be able to deliver client bikes very similar to the auto shop, and that there's going to be new clubhouse contracts and a bar resupply mission. And I think we see the new contracts in the scene after this as we're trying to drill into some crate. And then once we've drilled into that crate, it's a cargo bob that's going to be taking it away. And this is the entire scene you're seeing right here as it's flying towards the city. Again, I think this is supposed to showcase some of the brand new missions. We then get a quick little close-up of a brand new rifle that we're going to be getting in the game. This looks like it's going to be our bolt-action sniper rifle as our man ejects and then loads another round in. That obviously looks so cool. Sniper is going to be a nice welcome addition to the game from Vom Feor. There's another Vom Feor weapon that we're going to be looking at a little bit later on. Then it transitions to another shot right here. I wonder if at this point in time, this is from the contact missions that we're going to be doing. You guys can see there's 2 APCs that seem to be chasing this like rat rod style car. Again, we'll be going into specifics a little bit later on in the video. Transitioning to a bunch of fighter jets being chased by an AC-130 flying in the sky. Again, I would have to assume this probably has something to do with the new contact missions. And then we get a look at a new gadget that's going to be coming in this update. We finally get some official drones. How cool is this little guy? Again, I can only imagine that this is going to be used in the new contact set of missions called Operation Paper Trail. We'll be taking a look at a screenshot a little bit later on that has us actually utilizing said drone. So we'll dive into that in just a second. It then transitions back to more shots of our bikers doing some crazy shooting near the oil rig. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be showing off, but after that, we actually get a look at a fun new adversary mode that looks like it's going to be arriving on Cayo Perico. This is either an adversary mode or a set of races. This would be the first time that the island is featured in something like that. It then transitions to another shot of helicopters flying above. I can't tell if this is an air race or if this is supposed to show off one of our new helicopters. Kind of hard to see from below. We then transition to another shot right here of the FIB and the law enforcement chasing our vehicles. This is a brand new car right here, a new Class A vehicle. Again, we'll be diving into the vehicles more in depth a little bit later on. It then transitions to easily the scariest scene from this entire thing, and that is the Duggins taking over the Clifford juggernauts with the eyes lighting up. That is horrifying. And then we get a couple more shots from our Operation Paper Trail mission right here. Characters being shot at by helicopters, more Clifford juggernauts firing at us left and right, and then boom, the criminal enterprise is coming on July 26th. So there you go. That's the trailer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork that Rockstar revealed as well. So this is what you see on the newswire. Let's actually start in the top right. You guys can see that that is actually the new supercar that's going to be coming. This is like the same artwork guy that Rockstar used for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S for the Nightclub stuff. But we've got our new Pegassi supercar parked out front. It looks like it's called the Terrano, something like that is what it's going to be called. It has the name literally right in front. That's pretty cool. On the bottom right, we have what we can see is going to be one of the sourcing missions for the biker stuff. You can see the cargo bob lifting that red crate. We saw the bikers doing that in the trailer, so that matches up. The bottom left, a couple things we can see there. That is a brand new vehicle. This is going to be an open-top benefactor sports car from the looks of it. That is incredibly cool. I'm really excited to dive into, again, more of the vehicles a little bit later on. And then moving to the top left, this scene matches what we saw in the trailer with the fighter jets going alongside of the AC-130 cargo plane. It doesn't look like there's any new weapons or new clothing on here. And as always, anytime you see something in the artwork, it might be done just for artistic value. So it might not necessarily line up with what we get to have in game. Just keep that in mind. And now let's move on to the screenshots that we can see on the newswire. This one right here was posted for the executives. It looks like this is going to be one of the new sourcing missions. This one looks like it actually takes place inside of the new auto shop. You can see that there's a Bravado Banshee being blown up in the background, and there it looks like there's supplies that we can steal in the front. It doesn't also look like there's any new clothing or anything of the likes there. Moving on, we've got our next screenshot of our bikers right here. I can't tell if what's in the background is a train or like a train car. It's the Lost MC Los Santos sign, so maybe this is actually at the trailer park. It looks like this is what our bikers are going to have to do. We're going to have to invade that. This also looks like it might be one of our brand new sourcing or bar resupply missions. There wasn't a lot that I was kind of able to gather right here. For the gun running screenshot, the big thing here is Rockstar showing off a brand new weapon. This looks like it's going to be our tactical rifle, and it is an M16. So it makes you wonder if this is going to be a burst fire assault rifle. That would be extremely unique, sort of the first of its kind for GTA Online. This is a very classic looking rifle here. Everything else you see, nothing all that new. Old helicopter, old insurgent. And then for the nightclub stuff, we kind of get a shot of us throwing out a patron in the nightclub. What's funny is you got the security guard holding off the guy taking a picture. I think that's absolutely hilarious. This will be kind of fun to see how much this impacts our nightclubs, but it's kind of nice to see that we got to see it in action during the trailer as well. Our next screenshot right here is from Operation Paper Trail. This is the new contact missions featuring the IAA. So you can see this is the shot of the drone right here. We're in some like shady hotel room on a laptop. I would assume this would be like our base of operations where we're going to get intel on the next missions that we're doing. Or this might just be a cutscene from one of the various missions where we get the drone and launch it in the sky. But we're going to have to get more information on that. It looks really cool, that's for sure. This next shot right here, we've got one of our new Amani Tech vehicles. It looks like it definitely has some armor plating on the outside. Wouldn't surprise me if it had one of the remote control or missile lock-on jammer features too. This vehicle looks super cool. It might be utilized as one of the biker missions. As you can see, it's the Lost MC or shooting at us right now. That's going to be one of the new cars. And then we also get another look at our Obey vehicle. This looks like it was the same one featured on the showroom. It just looks like it's been heavily tuned up, but Rockstar did say that there was going to be new tuner cars and Benny's was going to be expanding its capabilities. So maybe it's one of those two, a Benny's car or a tuner's car. So those are the screenshots, the artwork, and the trailer that Rockstar showed off from the brand new DLC coming this Tuesday, July 26th to GTA Online, The Criminal Enterprises. Let me know in those comments down below if you found anything that we ended up missing in this video today. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Criminal Enterprise DLC videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.